I got my ball to my butt, yeah. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are
How do these buttons work again?
Can I go home now? I'm fucking fed up already. Fuck this. Let's go.
Slash the seats. Oh God, I'm melting.
Still in the throes of the heat wave.
Yeah, definitely the throes of the death throes of the heat wave. Let's just take a temperature. Is it hot round your way, Jim?
It's cooled off a lot today. Yesterday was 39. Tonight it's about 19.
Oh,
And I'm being promised rain.
you're being promised
It
rain.
might be a lie from the evil Met Office. They promised us thunder showers 3 weeks running and not a single damn thing.
No,
It'll be down to 15 by 10 o'clock, allegedly.
absolute bastard.
Yes.
according to my watch that is sitting on my wrist, it is currently 28 degrees in the room at the moment.
Oh.
How about you, Elton? You on fire yet?
Oh, yeah, I have been all day. You know, keeping the wheels of industry turning again, as per normal.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah. I think, hang on, no, that's yesterday. Where did we get up to? Our high was 32 today.
Oof. Well, I mean, I can top that, but I was in Madrid. But I'll talk about that in the main cast. But yeah.
I was in Ipswich.
Ipswich, twinned with Madrid.
Yeah.
Twinned with the city of Dis, the Inferno.
Oh God. Oh, everyone is clearly waiting for this podcast to happen. I am getting so many dad jokes coming through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the matter with people, honestly?
I genuinely don't know. I mean, I'm literally my Facebook is blowing up. It's like there's messages coming in with dad jokes, both good and bad.
Stop it, you fools! There's no good dad jokes. Come on.
Well, they're more sort of uncle jokes, if I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Oh.
But
What, rapey uncle?
not quite. But oh Jesus! I tell you, I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way to the end of this one. Oh,
well, I was recording last night with Andy, and it was just as hot. We started around about this sort of time, and I think within about half hour, it really cooled off. And yeah, we noticed it, so it was good. So fingers crossed.
So that you're saying the podcast has power to change the temperature in the room?
No, it just got easier when it got cooler. When that big fireball went down.
Okay, actually, when's the sunset around here? I mean, at the moment it's 9:07.
You got an hour at least.
Yeah, I know. I've got to look at the Apple sun. Oh, sunset is at 9:20 apparently. So between 9:20 and 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sunset 9:20, and then the temperature is going to tail off to a tolerable 23 degrees by midnight.
What am I getting at midnight? 19.
19.
Yeah, but you're in the smoke, so you know.
I am.
That'll learn you.
That's what you get for being like 1 or 2 degrees closer to the equator. That's what this.
Yes, that's it.
That's what it is. It's made all the difference.
That will do it.
That will do it. Oh dear. Oh well. Anyway, I'll ask you how you're feeling in the main cast, Jim. But are you generally okay? How's things?
I'll just say it's going better than expected. So
then that's all we need to know for the moment, for the time being.
Good.
That's
good to hear you, man. Good to
yeah,
hear you.
so
Yeah.
I've got a huge life-giving smoothie made from some homegrown strawberries, banana, pear, and a small orange. Part of my regime to keep my body in good nick, which
Nice.
seems to have paid off. All the fucking voodoo I've been doing.
Voodoo.
Food do, rather, really.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because obviously I had a bit of advance notice there was something bad coming in the post.
Yeah.
And so earlier in the year, I did look on kind of, right, I need to boost my immune system. That's the best thing I can actually do. I
Yeah.
get plenty of exercise walking the dog, but I can up the immune system because that will take hammering if I have treatment. And having turmeric, ginger, lots of garlic, lots of vitamin C, manuka honey, and like wild honey, which is all full of good immune system assisting stuff.
Nice.
And dusted off the smoothie maker, got out the back of the cupboard, relegated from spiders. I said, right, we have a fruit smoothies, and just got out, just got strawberries in our garden coming through. So
nice.
They just grow themselves, and every day you get another little handful to pick off, and it's like, that's the perfect amount to go in my smoothie maker.
Wow.
So all good. And nice and bloody cold as well last couple of days.
That's useful. But with all the turmeric and all the other stuff, I mean, you must smell like a walking Holland and Barrett.
Well, I'm not too bad because I got some actually like tablets, so like a condensed ginger, turmeric, and I've got garlic in, and they're completely odorless. So you just pop a couple of them every morning, and I'm good. I'm done.
Okay, I was going to say it's going to sound like a spice rack.
Well, getting there.
Holland and Barrett does have a distinct smell, doesn't it?
It does. Well, I say that, but I haven't had a sense of smell since 2017. But I do remember that it had an odor, odor de Holland and Barrett.
It's not as awful as Lush, though. Flipping hell, that is hideous.
Well, I can tell you that my first ever job, which was working in a quality assurance lab for an essential oils firm, smelt like Lush every day of the week.
Oh God.
And yeah. And I was in that place for I ended up being the IT manager for that place, but I was in there in the lab for 5 years or so. And yeah, we used to do essential oils for everything, peppermint, you name it. And I tell you what, you learn some things. You really do learn some things. But I tell you what, you learn the most. You learn that blackcurrant, for all its juicy tastiness in Ribena, at massive concentration. So, like, if you imagine a bottle, probably about 5 ml bottle, teeny tiny bottle, but you only needed like one drop in a vat about 1,000 liters to make a blackcurrant taste. But
wow,
really
that's
tiny
super
amounts.
Potent.
Yeah, but if you open it up at that concentration, it smells like cat's piss.
Oh, really?
Like
That's
really,
acidic, isn't it?
Yeah, really super strong cat's piss. Buchu, it's called, is the actual title of the oil. And
I'm going to call my next cat Buchu now.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, and because it was from a fruit, it had this really low boiling point. So literally, if you held it in your fingers, if you held the bottle in your fingers and then opened it, you've been boiling it for about 10 seconds. So literally, you open it up and it just literally puffed. Like the thing from fucking Prometheus, or was it Alien Covenant? It just puffs out, and you're sort of like, "Oh my god, no!" And you suddenly realise that you can clear out the top of a bus 12 hours later, just sitting on the bus, and everyone's like, "Who is that dirty hobo who smells like he's been bathing in cat's piss for the day?" So yeah, oh man, wow. I can tell you so much stuff like that. Castoreum pods, that'll put you off of putting Fahrenheit on your body. Do you know what a castoreum pod is?
No.
I have heard of them. They're not the things from rotted herring that make that weird food smell so bad, are they?
No. Castoreum pods are essentially the musk glands and testicles of beavers.
Oh.
And what they do is they harvest these things, and then they ferment them in alcohol, and then they boil the alcohol off, and you end up with these really shriveled brown things about the size of an avocado. And essentially, the oil is so thick that you can put like a couple of drops of that into like a big old liter of alcohol, and any smell that goes in with it will stick to your skin and last particularly long. It's called a fixative. So The fixative was the thing that was really expensive because that's the bit that makes your perfume and your aftershaves and whatever last throughout the day. Unfortunately, without the smell, as you can imagine, beaver balls marinated in alcohol. It's not a great smell. I had to stand. It's so bad. I had to stand in the car park to open the packet. So
wow.
Yeah. There's some absolutely eye-watering fucking essential oils out there, and I've done them all. there was a company that wanted to make shoes that smelled like Batman. We had to find an essential oil for that.
That smelt like Batman.
Yep.
Now there's a good. What does Batman smell like?
Apparently, methylenthranolate. There you go.
Well, there you go.
it's both fresh and yet slightly damp and musty, like a cave.
Fucking hell.
It smells dusty purple. I think it's listed down in the...
Well, that's on point. Definitely on point.
Yeah, so there you go.
There.
Yeah, seriously, I could do a whole episode on the shit that goes in there. Like all that stuff that you see in Neil's yard. They used to water it down with mineral oil. So you pay like 20 quid for a bottle of Neroli or whatever. And it's only got like 1 part per million of Neroli in it because Neroli's like £1,000 for a kilo of the raw stuff. So you're paying 20 quid for a 100 ml bottle, and 99.99999% of that is literally glycerin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mum, every time he came home from work, Mum used to just go, "Get in that shower." I walked in and it like smell like peppermint or whatever.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Hazardous place to work.
Oh, it was. Here comes Mr. Darren. But just to finish that story off, one of the worst things I ever did was I was looking after one of the distillation units because it was this place by Woolwich, and it had like these 3 distillation columns, which are no joking. They're like huge, great big vats under vacuum. And one of the things we had to do was to get menthol out of certain types of peppermint. And hello, Dal. I'm just talking about my old days in Copeland's.
Ah, yes. You should really offer them a scratch card so that they can at this point in the scratch off window number 17. And take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we understand what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes. That slightly off mint strawberry with a hint of cowpat. Yes. Well, that was Coca-Cola for you.
Yeah, that's it. Well, one of the things was we had these distillation units, and one of the mints that we used to buy in bulk was Indian mint, which was actually really horrible if you smelt it. But what it had was a high menthol content. So what they used to do was they used to buy this stuff in and you distill it down. And the menthol would be the last bit to distill out. So menthol was like £50 a kilo. So you have these big sort of like Superman-esque. Yeah, exactly. It was like, but you have the big like £50 a kilo sort of like crystals from the Fortress of Solitude. They were like huge, great big things. And
look at Jor-El standing there with a trench coat. I've got some crystals. You
want some crystals?
Yeah, some crystals? Would you like some Kryptonian shit?
Yeah, it'll clear your nostrils out, no problem.
Stick that up your nose.
Anyway,
there we go.
One of the things I did was I had to look after this thing, and then one of the bosses came down, and I needed to go to Greenwich because we were in Woolwich, and I had to go to Greenwich I can't even remember what it was for. I go to Greenwich, I get on the bus, I go to Greenwich, I say to the boss, "Can you look after this still? It's just going through the process of getting down to the menthol." He went, yeah. He wasn't expecting me to be gone for a whole lunch hour. So he fucked off, and this thing was boiling, right? And under vacuum, that's really bad news. Anyway, so I come back, and everyone's screaming. There's noise everywhere. we could smell peppermint from the Cutty Sark right to the Woolwich dockyards, right to where the Thames barrier was. And there's people on the bus going, "What the fuck is that?" It's like there's fire engines going past everything. Fucking clouds of this shit coming out. No fire, but it boiled down to the heavy elements. All the menthol had boiled off, and the silly old fuck came running back in when I was standing there going, "Oh shit!" turning all the heaters off. He comes back in from his lunch, and then gets a barrel of good peppermint, which was like 5,000-6,000 quid a barrel, and he says, "I'm going to have to cool it down really quickly. I'm going to pour this in. If this cylinder cracks, it's going to be your fault." It's like,
what?
Yeah, and he did. He put some in. It went, and no joking, we got covered head to foot in suddenly sublimed mint. Because it literally went from liquid. It went literally from a sort of thick solid that was super.
It bypassed a state, didn't it?
Yeah, it bypassed liquid altogether. It just turned into this cloud. And I tell you what, every part of my skin I was suddenly aware of. Freezing cold.
Can I just ask?
Every bit of me.
Where did this bloke get his fucking chemistry degree? Was it out of a fucking rice packet or something?
He was one of the directors. To be quite honest, he was in his 60s back in the day, and he's probably dead now. But
this explosive is on fire. I'm going to pour petrol on it because we need to put this fire out.
This chip.
There you go. If this blows up, it's your fault.
I'm going to throw water on this chip fire. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. And I
hit this nuclear device with a hammer.
Yeah.
If it blows up, it's all your fault.
So anyway, yeah. So that was it. And menthol, man. Just don't get it. Don't get it on your skin. Don't get it in your eyes. Don't get it in your mouth or your nose, and certainly don't get it on the old man Jack down below. Because I tell you what, the end went so sore and cold. You know what? I was completely aware of every single thread of fabric on my clothing.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu with this, but then I remembered this is the same talk you used to give any girlfriend that I used to hook up with. Don't get it in your mouth. Don't get it on your skin. Honest, you don't want this.
Yeah, for the love of God.
Don't.
Just don't.
The goggles, they will do nothing.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.